Then Jonah prayed unto the Lord his God out of the fish's belly, and said, I cried by reason of mine affliction unto the Lord, and he heard me. Out of the belly of hell cried I, and thou heardest my voice. For thou hadst cast me into the deep, in the midst of the seas, and the floods compassed me about, and thy billows and thy waves passed over me. Then I said, I am cast out of thy sight, yet I will look again toward thy holy temple. The waters compass me about, even to the soul. The depth closed me around about, the weeds were wrapped around my head. I went down to the bottoms of the mountains. The earth with her bars was about me forever. Yet hast thou brought up my life from corruption, O Lord, my God. When my soul fainted within me, I remembered the Lord, and my prayer came in unto thee, into thine holy temple. They that observe lying vanities forsake their own mercy. But I will sacrifice unto thee. With the voice of thanksgiving, I will pay that I have vowed. Salvation is of the Lord. And the Lord spake unto the fish, and it vomited Jonah upon the dry land. And the word of the Lord came upon Jonah the second time, saying, Arise, go unto Nineveh, that great city, and preach unto it the preaching that I bid thee. So Jonah arose and went unto Nineveh according to the word of the Lord. Now Nineveh was an exceeding great city of 3 days' journey. And Jonah began to enter into the city, a day's journey, and he cried and said, Yet 40 days, and Nineveh shall be overthrown. So the people of Nineveh believed God and proclaimed a fast, and put on sackcloth, from the greatest of them even to the least of them. For the word came unto the king of Nineveh, and he arose from his throne, and he laid his robe from him, and covered him with the sackcloth, and sat in ashes. As he caused it to be proclaimed, man. And I'm just getting here thinking this whole time as reading, I think 4/20/24, to dedicate your life to Christ in the beginning. I know in the church typically people, they have a fasting session, yeah. And it is a great dedication. And I would say, fasting is fasting. It is. It is all in dedication to the Lord. It is showing thanks and gratitude for Him and what He has done. And I would challenge it to go even a step further and alleviate, because most of them would be like, get off social media, or it'd be something to that effect. But, and then some of it would be, well, I'm not gonna have, a soda, for a week. I won't drink soda, or I won't, it's always something, you're going to make it. Like, you have every expectation to fulfill that conquest. And I guess what I'm not saying is that it's not good enough, But I'm saying let's challenge ourselves by setting something that basically you would doubt that you could make it on your own. Like, let's rely on God. Let's 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 consciously let us consciously step into an act to actively rely on God. Actively do it. Actively rely on the strength of the Lord. If that makes sense, like, because you there's something in the challenge to say, okay, when you enter into something that you know is difficult, and you can look to your left, you can look to your right, and you know that you have a support system, somebody that is there to get you through it. And how do you know that Jesus will be there to get you through it? Is in that time of dedication, you also dedicate yourself to the Word of God, and also in prayer, and also in worshiping in spirit and in truth. However, say it be, for an example, I'm not gonna have food for 24 hours, no food and no water. For 24 hours. No social media, no food, and no water for 24 hours. Nah, you ain't social media, but if you want to add that, this is an example. And however you want to take something that will be a challenge to you specifically. And let's not take the easiest challenge. Let's not pacify the power of God. Let's not pacify. Now we're not going. Now, don't go in the mindset that you're challenging or you testing God. This is coming from a place of you are saying, I am going to actively put myself in a position knowing that I have